I feel like I've been bitching about different fucked up situations in my life for so long, and people just generally, they just don't care.
Good day, good morning, good whenever it is you are listening to this. Thank you very much for listening to this. You are checking out yet another Woke and Baked. We've been gone for a while. Now we're back with the, well, not quite jump off. Shout out to Lil Kim. Today we are sitting down with we're sitting down with a couple of people. First off, we're joined by Joe Stoltz, one of my favorite Anchorage comedians. Then we're joined by Sharina, one of the finest bud tenders in all of Anchorage. Then we're joined by favorite of the podcast, Bitcoin Curtis. J.O. Cushman pops in, and last but not least, the one and only Raylan Howard, aka Fat Trophy Wife, makes a reappearance on the podcast. If you've been paying attention to the news, then you have seen Fat Trophy Wife on TMZ. You've seen her on Yahoo News, Inside Edition. You've seen her all over the place. Kind of go into that. We kind of go into what happened, why she may become, or why she is familiar to you, and if she's not familiar to her, then we kind of go into that as well. All right, so ladies, gents, others, please by all means enjoy the podcast. This was recorded in a car after the Bun B concert in Anchorage. All right, it's not the best studio quality recording I've ever done, but it is one of the most fun podcasts I have ever done. So with that being said, ladies, gents, others, enjoy the hell out of the podcast. And when you're done, stick around and hear about the really awesome supporters. Now, who are those awesome supporters? Okay, I'll tell you right up front. Red Run Cannabis Company, Iron Asylum Gym, Redemption MMA, In Soldotna. Man, the list could go on if you've got a company that wants to be mentioned. 5150 Vapes. Boom. Also, In Soldotna. If you're looking for vapes, they're a place that has vapes. Nicotine is addictive. All right, ladies and gents, without any further ado, here's the podcast. Oh yeah, one last thing. This beat right here, this was done by Siri. He's a multi-talented gentleman. All right, folks, have a great day.
Are you sure we'll record Joe tonight? Oh, we're recording right now.
Yeah, we're already recording. I'm not racist against pasty white girls. I'm just saying, you know,
there's a lot.
I mean, it is pasty white girl season. It's the fall.
Beyond that, it's Alaska. Like, what are your options in the fall?
Your options are
Planet Fitness for that $20 tanning package.
Oh, these cars, they're about to hit that car. Look at that. Look at that car. Don't hit that car. Don't hit. Oh.
Oh, my God.
What's up? I'm just going to scrape this car and just drive
We're not
away.
going to read that license plate either.
No. Don't say those letters out loud.
Yeah.
Washington Plate, D.C.
Looks like Burt Reynolds driving.
It looks like my...
Burt Reynolds?
It looks...
Hand up for the blunt.
My...
So first off, what are we smoking?
Exactly. That's what I need to know.
This is a Sub-Zero sold by Enlighten.
Okay.
From Emerald City Organics, which is an Alaskan
cannabis
cultivator.
You sell this professionally?
Yes.
I sell it professionally. Joe, so now.
I just manage her. I just look at her and go, bitch, don't fuck this up.
Because I used to do his job, so I can't fuck it up. Because now he looks at me to don't fuck it up.
Oh, because you're like leadership? Or
I was a lead, and I stepped down to go to dedicate more time to my massage practice.
Okay.
So with that, I had to step down from a lead manager position from 5 days a week to 4 days a week to be a regular bud tender.
I'm fucking positive I know this guy.
You want to roll down your window?
You want him to we don't want him to thing.
I know that dude from the military, and that dude is 100% from that haircut still in the military. And
don't want to draw attention.
Not even that. I'm sure he's having a great night. Be a weird thing to have a weird interaction. Hey, remember me from 11 years ago? I'm high as fuck in my friend's car. How are you doing?
Holy shit! Right. You're like, holy shit! You have a beard now.
I'm smoking weed. These two people sell weed. This guy likes weed. This is a weed car right now. This is a weed podcast. You're on a podcast. Congratulations. Thanks for calling in.
We didn't tell his name or his rank. He's good. We're good.
Although, what if it turns out like I
That's-
was a shit judge of character and a person?
And he was like, yo, let me rip that shit?
Yeah, dude, he's no longer in the military. He's just got like a cool job at a bank, and he has to look responsible throughout the week.
He's like, let me rip that Jeffrey.
Oh my God.
You guys want some blow?
Yeah, man.
I've got a great guy that I order from on the dark web.
Of course he does.
Yes.
Yeah.
On the dark.
I got this
side.
cryptocurrency from guarding this opium field back when I was in Afghan.
Do you know about Bitcoin?
Oh, well, I'm glad that you brought that up, Sharina. Sharina, I would like to introduce you to a regular guest of my podcast. I affectionately refer to him as Bitcoin Curtis. So if you have any questions about decentralized banking...
I have a question.
Oh, God. Hold on.
Wait, here's
Hold
your
on.
guy.
He's not done describing his job references over here. I need to hear the whole itinerary.
Doesn't matter.
Tell her-
It shuts
tell her-
everything.
I'm sorry. Your name is
Bitcoin Curtis.
Bitcoin Curtis.
Bitcoin Curtis.
Bitcoin Curtis. Bitcoin Curtis.
It really works when you roll the R.
Bitcoin Curtis. Curtis.
That sounded in Spanish.
Sí, habla un poquito español. Pero necesito practicar más.
Something about manure and karmas. I got you.
Pero.
Bitcoin Curtis, I imagine that you're an advocate for cryptocurrency.
No.
Not an advocate for cryptocurrency.
Nope.
So,
I'm an
who
advocate
is-
for Bitcoin.
You're an advocate for Bitcoin.
I don't even like the term cryptocurrency.
Why don't you like the term cryptocurrency?
Because there's 4,200 and counting cryptocurrencies.
4,200 and counting cryptocurrencies.
Yep.
In the what?
What differentiates Bitcoin from 4,199 other Bitcoin currencies?
Well,
Whoa.
Well,
Hold on.
wow.
Hit that real quick.
Yeah, 0.99999, like whatever you want to call it to. What makes Bitcoin stand out from the rest of them?
what makes it stand out is it's the first, and all the other ones are solving a problem that Bitcoin doesn't have. Right? Anything, if you come up with your own coin, right, and it does something better than Bitcoin, all they do is test that on your bullshit coin, and then they put it into the Bitcoin mainnet. So no matter what you come up with to make a better Bitcoin, you just put that in the code. It's open source code. So you can't defeat Bitcoin. So all the rest of it is going to die. They might make it for a couple of years or something, and just a lot of people make a lot of money, but they all die.
So to a person that like understands basic electronics, Bitcoin would be like binary, and all the other coins are just different versions of code using binary to like make it seem glamorous, but at the end of the day it's all binary and they're all going back to binary.
I don't like that example, but yeah.
You don't like it, but it's kind of right.
No, it's too simplified.
It's too simplified.
So you've got Bitcoin solved a problem. It's called the Byzantine generals problem. How do you get 3 or more armies that don't agree or like each other to attack the same place at the same time? Right, and so this guy figured out how to fix that anonymously with Bitcoin.
Okay.
And then it took off, years later. But all these corporations now are trying to make their own. China's trying to make their own. And in the end, you can't shut it down. Like, you could nuke an entire continent and you can't shut it down.
But saying you can't shut it down is because you're saying that you can't take the grid off. But at the end of the day, like, if the grid is offline, your Bitcoin don't mean dick, right?
Yeah, you need electricity. That's the one downside.
And period. End of story. You need electricity at the end of the day for Bitcoin.
Yep.
So the crazy doomsday
hold
preppers
on.
will eventually end up laughing your faces, being like, you don't have one of those 50-pound Jimmy Graham boxes to sit on.
What they do have, though, is, like, just say, like, cataclysmic, no power on Earth for 3 years. Up in space is...
Can you hand me that purse back there? Right there.
Is a Bitcoin node running in space with solar power.
Yeah, but if the entire world gets eradicated again, like it did way back when, there's been several let's be honest, like, humankind's been eradicated more than one time.
We're going that
If we reset again, when we reset again, like, it doesn't matter if you have a Bitcoin, because it doesn't. Does it?
That doesn't.
So I will say this. In my opinion, none of it matters.
Due to the fact of
None of it matters because none of it matters. Everything is finite. Everything lives, everything dies, everything exists, and then it ceases to exist. There's a before and after of everything, and that's all there is. And so whether it is a consumer product or whether it is a person or a legacy, there only is or isn't. Where are we going?
nowhere. I just love your voice when you start doing this. I'm sorry. I just have to say that.
Amazing.
But even before the end of the day, there is the dark of night, or whatever you would like to call it, the dusk. And in the dusk, the people that rule the dusk are the powers that be. And the best way to fight the powers that be is to fuck with their systems of power, which is Bitcoin, because it's decentralized banking, which is what Bitcoin was originally the giant middle finger to all of the powers that be, right? The 1%, everybody that controls all the global currencies. Like, this was a way for the common man to operate outside of anything that they have oversight on, right?
Right.
That's what that is.
Oh, okay. So this is the Bio Jesus from Good up in Fairbanks. So this is one that I've been interested in for a very long time. So I've only been up to Fairbanks once during my time in Alaska.
Born and raised.
So the host of
I've seen you around Fred Myers. I think I used you for your height one time.
used you.
I've used a lot of tall men in my day at Fred Myers. I am not gonna lie. I stalk you guys.
Most of them for their big dicks.
Mm-hmm. I can spot a one from a quarter mile, just saying no.
She likes to measure a ripe banana.
They help me pick my ripe bananas, I'll say you that much.
My plantain guys.
Oh, South American. You mean uncut. Just say you can just say uncut. All right? We understand what that means. This is a progressive podcast of sorts.
Pero.
And by progressive, I mean that we have moved past the 420 mark.
This is running a little bit.
No running.
Yeah, so...
Don't run
That means that it was not packed at the place that I work at.
Don't you start that. Don't you start that.
I'm not starting nothing.
Go ahead and fix that and
Don't you start
pass
that.
this guy.
Don't you talk shit about Fairbanks. I will get you.
I'm not saying anything about it. Fairbanks is a great
There's a
city.
woman he loves in
That's right.
Fairbanks.
My sister. My sister, the one and only fat trophy wife of Bankstown.
You mean Raylan Howard of Yahoo News fame?
That's right. The one and only Raylan Howard, a.k.a. Fat Trophy Wife, a.k.a. the fat woman that got booted off the Alaska Airlines for showing her tummy.
Because Fashion Nova rules? I'm just saying.
So
Play tummy sticks.
I know, not her. No, she doesn't have a penis. I don't think that.
If she had a penis, I don't think she'd be my sister.
No, she'd be your brother. Would she be your big brother or your little brother? You told me once before. We went over this once before when we discussed who we thought was Mom's favorite.
Oof.
Oh, she's definitely the favorite.
She said the opposite. Remember the last time?
She's a lion bitch.
My brother says I know he's a golden child, but he says I'm the golden child.
So he said Mom specific though.
I'm the first one.
The golden child.
But that's like, do you ever make pancakes, Bill?
No.
What? Hold up. Wait, what?
You've never had pancakes?
I mean, I've had pancakes. I don't like.
Has anyone ever made you pancakes?
Yes. Okay.
So you've been around when pancakes are made.
Yes.
You know that the first pancake is always the test pancake, a.k.a. the one with all the imperfections.
Yes.
I'm the first pancake, Bill.
The Snicklefritz pancake.
Yeah.
I love the first pancake.
But also, not only did my mother make another pancake, but she switched batters. A.k.a. we have different dads.
So ancient mama went to the other side.
She's got a new recipe. She perfected the recipe and made a second pancake. So here I am.
But we love our second
So she
pancake.
changed the baby batter.
Yeah, 100%, dude. 100%.
First pancake.
And
She
that
got a
bitch, do it on our tippy toe.
She got a new sourdough starter.
First pancake's bigger.
I think you're
Pour out
special.
more.
I think I'm good. I am fucking great.
Are you?
I think so. Yeah, I think I'm good. I am.
On a scale of 1 to 10, are you
Shout out to 5150 Vapes. Shout out to Inkwell Books and Soldotna. Shout out to Big Dogs. What's up, Amy? I miss you. I love your meat. I love it when it's in my mouth.
Yeah. So.
Shout out to Bitcoin.
Shout out to Mitch McConnell. I hope you choke.
Yo, but here's a question: like, if he chokes to death, right? Or let's just imagine that he doesn't choke to death, but he chokes on something at a dinner, right?
That's called chaos magic.
Like,
you want to get into that?
I don't want I wish death on no man. However, that being said, if he were to choke on like a shitty cheeseburger at like McDonald's, if he choked on it and almost died.
There's worse places than McDonald's, dude.
You think so?
Okay, yeah, but you're right. You know, he doesn't die. He doesn't choke on the cheeseburger. What he chokes on is the ice.
Yes, dude.
The ice from a Diet Coke.
No.
So like not even like a
Diet
good
Mr. Prib.
Is that
a
what?
Diet Safeway Select. Fuck that guy.
Fuck that guy.
Oh.
His Diet Safeway Select.
I like cars.
Yep,
They're
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
They do what they can.
He wants a Kirkland signature in a foam cup with crushed ice. Yeah, hope you choke.
So should I go ahead and talk about that other thing? The
Twisted Tea?
What? You're on podcast?
Hey, special gas jail motherfucking
Okay, run that back one more time.
What? Special gas jail motherfucking
Okay, run that back one more time.
Who are you?
I am Bill. I'm glad you're on there. You are.
J.L. Cushman.
For those of
Pleasure
you
to meet you.
listening, right now we're in a vehicle. We're
Are we fucking live?
We're not live.
We're not live.
This is recording.
It's recording.
Hey, what's up, motherfuckers? This is fucking J.L. Cushman. I just joined this goddamn smoke session with the best fucking homies in like the game. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Bill. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you, dude.
So you dropped a record.
This
I'm getting like, I'm
Bake.
sorry, I'm getting like handed so many.
One of the things that sticks out to me is you dropped a record on 4/20/2018, if I'm not mistaken. Fucking trivia.
Which one? Just tell me.
You drop one on 4/20 every year.
That's right. So this past year, 2020.
It's me.
You guys drive safe. Smoke weed.
Every day.
Oh,
Ask her if she's a bartender in Sitka.
Are you a bartender in Sitka? Are you sure?
Oh.
You don't got to drink to be a bartender.
Okay.
Welcome back, listeners. For those of you just joining us, we're here with Woke and Baked founder Bill Baker, a.k.a. the Red Giant, a.k.a. the Soldotna Slammer, a.k.a. the man in the backseat between J.O. and the guy wearing the Twisted Tea hoodie.
Bitcoin.
Also joining us live right now from the back seat is recording Cushman, aka Cushman, aka J.O., aka J.R., aka the guy to the left of Bill motherfucking Baker. Makes a noise for J.O. Cushman in the house.
Yo, I cannot believe this shit, because goddamn you you assholes caught me off guard. Now I know who you are. How you doing, Bill?
Pretty good, man. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Fuck! Yo, this is so crazy. This is real crazy.
This is true love.
You look real fucking familiar. I just couldn't.
Are you geeking right now? Are you gushing? It's cool. I mean, I do it too. It's expected. Alaska's a small but big area.
How wild was tonight? For those of you just joining us tonight, we are.
It's became a fucking 11 for J.O. Cushman. I just want you to know that.
That's right. This shit is fucking off the chain right now. We're in the fucking parking lot of Coots in the heart of Spenard, Alaska.
Smoking
weed, cutting it up right now in this fucking Jeep right now after the fucking Bun B show at Coots.
Which is what I really wanted to talk about. First off, I'm an almost 30-year fan of Bun B, going back to the Menace to Society soundtrack, Pocket Full of Stones, Spice One. Was another song that was on there.
I don't know if you guys see me on stage, like right there by the speaker.
I synced it.
Okay, I'm like right there. I'm like, and I want to play a recording. If anybody knows Ritz, anybody know Ritz?
This is Ritz. Hey, y'all check out my Alaskan smoking big blunt rolling homie J.O. Cushman. He got some dope tracks, plus he's performing with the OG
Instagram.
You know what that loud's all about on J.O. Cushman.
This is 2020 last year.
J.O. Cushman.
This was supposed to be me.
.com. We're crowning.
And it came down to a point to where, you know, Rich is a homie, man, and I talked to him as much as as a lot of other artists, because I'm just in that industry. You know, I'm in the cannabis and I am in the music industry, and of course those both go together.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Last year when Bun B was supposed to be here, I was supposed to be one of those openers. And this last year was last year. 2020, as everybody knows, it was a fucked over year for almost everybody. Especially for me, because I was on the rise. I was literally on the rise. But for me to catch the footage of Bun B and what I did for it tonight, it was actually 100%. And for the people that I met tonight and that I know already from the lighting.
Oh yeah.
It's a great experience, and I think it was just meant to be. You know,
100%.
last year got canceled, but I think this year is in a all-time favorite, and I think it was just meant to be at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Shit happens when it's supposed to happen, man.
Definitely.
It happens when it's supposed to happen.
And I'm a truly firm believer of that consciousness. You know, so
Yeah. Because a year and a half ago, like, I wouldn't have been selling weed to you, and I wouldn't have bumped into you at Coots in the heart of Spenard, Alaska, and been like,
exactly, man.
Yo, dude, I sell you weed every day. My sister's in town for the weekend. You should meet her. She is the 2019 Alaska Hip Hop Awards Female Artist of the Year.
I didn't know that.
And
so
AKA Fat Trophy
Shout
Wife.
out to Fat Trophy Wife, because I did not know. That's how small Alaska is.
Alaska's a big small town.
It's a big small town.
My sister by blood.
You have to do well and mean well
all the time.
Yeah. You know, some folks might hear some dirt, but you know what? At the end of the day, they really have to know you as a person. And there's people taking pictures, I think, outside.
Okay,
I seen a flash.
Yeah, I've seen 2 flashes.
And so, that's just what it is. Alaska.
But a year and a half ago, I wouldn't have been selling you weed.
No, sir.
And that shit wouldn't have happened.
No, sir.
But here we are now.
What a coincidence, dude.
Here we are now.
What a coincidence.
In a car.
Smoking weed.
Talking about how this was one of the best hip-hop shows I've seen at Coots.
J.O. Cushman needs some gum.
So, this, by the way, this is his second, this is Curtis's second rap concert. His first rap concert is Mad Angler and Honest Allies.
Nice.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Bitcoin Tú sabes, Bitcoin Curtis.
Here's your gum.
And when she says it like that, Time slows down. The blizzard machine always works.
That sounds like a giggity moment.
Who are you, bitch?
Hola, Trophy Wife. Hi, girl.
Hey.
All right,
I want to introduce you to.
we should probably, for legal purposes, tell you that this is part of a recording of a podcast, and it's just one for legal purposes. It's just audio though. Like they can't see how beautiful you look, you beautiful human being. How are you, ma'am?
On the video here, we got my coworker Sharina. We got.
Auto draw.
Let me get to a phone charger.
Yeah, because you better.
Who's you?
Ooh, who's that? What's up, girl? How you doing?
Joe, why you always just cutting people off guard?
I'm great as you, girl.
You just gonna cut people off guard?
I'm great as you are. You know what? I was telling your bro, I was like, what a fucking small world. God damn it.
I know.
He was telling me, I was like, no.
That's not your sister.
I didn't believe it.
That's not your sister.
Right? No. And so I had to spill it to him. I was like, man, you know what, me and Fat Trophy Wife, we've had our we've had our, words of engagement. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, we're both fucking G as shit. So that's just what it fucking comes down to. We're not saying no to nobody, especially if we're fucking Alaska.
Right. So I feel that.
That's just what it
just wasn't anything to not ever fuck with you again over, you know what I mean?
Well, to say the least, I fucking hope you come.
You feel the same way, so that's dope.
Nah, for real. But I seen you. What show was it at? What show was it at? I just seen you at. It was this past year.
It was just like a fucking month ago or some shit.
What show was it?
I just got really high. Y'all ask me questions.
Yeah.
Girl, we high too.
Yeah. This is my man show. My bad. I'm like.
Hi, Trophy.
Everybody, this is Fat Trophy Wife, J.O. Cushman, and yeah.
Oh, this is my friend Bitcoin Curtis.
Bitcoin Curtis.
Yeah, my friend Siri had to stay in Soldotna, the gentleman you met the last time. But I'd like to introduce Mom's second favorite child, Raylan. He seems to think that you're Mom's favorite. Like you missed that part of the conversation, but he believes that you are Mom's favorite.
You know, I have the youngest grandbaby right now, so I'm the shit, bitch.
What? Yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
She's a
In
grandmother?
Grandma's world, it's all about the youngest baby.
That's right.
So,
Hold on, y'all.
right now, I'm hot with Mom, but give it a couple years. When Jalen gets pregnant, it's all over for us. Shit.
Ah, fuck.
So
She ain't gonna get pregnant. I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. She turns out gay as fuck.
Who is Jalen?
My daughter. Jalen's my daughter.
We need to make that for the record.
What?
Joe is the father of a new 14-year-old. She's had her birthday. Happy
Dude,
birthday.
her birthday was
Dude, we gotta
yesterday.
talk about that.
No.
So can I talk to you?
She's under 18. She don't want to be
Where you at?
online.
Can I ask you some quick questions?
in the car?
Now that so
I'm in the same parking lot as you. I'm about to walk.
The world has changed for you in the last 3 weeks. What are some of the things?
I just want to say that. My bad.
What are some of the things that you've learned from that experience?
I want to hear this.
Fuck the police. I'm gonna say it again.
Fuck 12, cuz.
Did shit to help me. Like, that.
Hey, did you call?
They only cared that if it was possible that I had done something illegal. They did not give a single fuck if the airlines did something illegal. They don't care. They don't care. They didn't give a shit. So fuck them.
Did you get any Alaska fucking lawyers, attorneys, or anything?
So they refunded the 3 tickets that I bought. And
There's one that I can only think of, and he's helped me a lot. And there's my lawyer, and I'll DM you about that.
oh yeah, that would be cool because like everyone that I've tried to find legal help through, they either are saying like if it's a conflict of interest for them
because they think Alaska Airlines has too much money.
Do those type of cases. So.
Yeah. I honestly think it's because they think Alaska Airlines has too much money.
Yo, no, fuck that shit.
Because it's not that.
Because then they'll want to settle instead of.
Exactly. And at the end of the day, it's not about that. It's all about your image and what the fuck really happened.
It's about power to the people.
It's right. And you know, I trust your wife. I just pray everything that goes right for you. You know what I mean?
I appreciate
it. Because it's a effed up situation for what they did, and at the end of the day, they know they're so wrong.
Yeah, they've been kissing my ass.
Yeah.
I haven't heard from them this past week, but before that, they were like calling me every week, and every time they called me, they were offering more shit. So, yeah, they know. And that video has almost 10 million views on TikTok. So, people are every single day cussing them the fuck out, which is awesome. So, yeah, it's bad for them, and I'm glad it's bad for them. Because that shit sucks for me, like, that shit sucked. It was embarrassing as fuck.
Over something so simple.
I mean, at the end of the day, there's a whole bunch of people that will be like, oh yeah, there was like, didn't some fat girl one time get kicked off the plane? But like, to you, that's like, fuck, remember that time, like, that I was trying to go do this shit, and I got... Like, I had to deal with this shit. Not only did you have to deal with that shit, but it was a situation that involved not only you, but involved your husband, your son, who is how old at the time?
6, yeah.
Your 6-year-old son, your husband, and the entire fucking plane. And then at the end of the day, how many millions of views on TikTok so far?
10 million.
10 million so far just on TikTok, and it's been shared at least that many times through Facebook. There's been countless numbers of articles. You've done dozens of interviews with Inside Edition. TMZ's been writing articles about you every day since it's happened. Like, to you, like, it's been a big part of your life, and to lots of other people, it was just like, oh yeah, let's just talk shit about some other person that got harassed.
As soon as I saw that shit, I woke up. What in the fuck? Oh, y'all dumb. That's all I thought. Y'all done fucked up today.
Well,
I don't know. Like, it's been weird because I feel like I've been bitching about different fucked up situations in my life for so long, and people just generally they just don't care. So that's kind of what I expected with this. I was like, oh yeah, there'll be like a bunch of fat bitches like on my side, like, yeah, this is fucking bullshit. But then it'll just like fizzle out. But I don't know. More people who care. And I think if this had happened 10 years ago, no one would have cared. But the body positivity movement is like forcing people to, take a look at how they're treated.
So how has the body positivity movement embraced you as a part of, I don't know, as a person who is, I mean, you become a visible person. You've got two, I've known you for 2 years, more than that of being Fat Trophy Wife and talking about body positivity. This is something, like, this isn't new for you, right? Like, I've seen you for the years that I've known you as Trophy, as, you know, as Raylyn. It's always been about body positivity. F Your Beauty Standards was another one that I really dug. That was, you've been,
for sure.
But for this to have happened to you, I'm grateful that it happened to you, because I think you're going to inspire a lot of people, at least to see things that they didn't see before, that they didn't understand before. This is their opportunity to see how this discrimination actually does affect people. It's something that you don't think about it because maybe you don't see it because maybe it doesn't affect you, but it's like it's in front of you now. Is it a thing you have to confront? And for those of you who are at home, please, do your own research onto this. But you've been big in body positivity for as long as I've known you, and I think that it's a terrible thing to say, but it could not have happened to a better person.
Thanks.
A better person could not be on Yahoo News when I wake up first thing in the morning. It fucking made my day. It made my day because there's somebody that's there are more people following you on Instagram, more people playing you on Spotify who are listening to you. There are people who had no fucking idea. Now they do. And they've got records and albums that they can go back because they just discovered their newest favorite underground artist who's got so much music, and who we knew her as this girl who was on TikTok being pulled off a fucking plane. And now they've got 5 records and they know how awesome you are. And then you become mom's number 1. All of this for mom's love. All of this, by the way, all of this started in another podcast in a car with weed and me. Over a year and a half ago, we started this in motion. Raylan was like, I'm going to be mom's favorite by this time, the next time we do this as a podcast. This is how we do it.
She was like, we were like, do you think that mom really gives a fuck? You're nominated for like a rap award, and she's like, yeah, mom don't give a fuck. The only thing that mom cares about is that, like, the fact that I'm doing rap, and that she really hopes I could be doing Christian rap someday, like Kirk Franklin.
Yeah, that's it. Shit.
He is crying, laughing, just saying for the record right now.
I hate you all.
You don't.
I'm just kidding. I love everybody. I love everybody listening to this podcast right now.
This is so rad. Trophy, I always love talking to you. You're such a rad person. And this is the first time you and I have actually gotten to talk kind of face to face since any of this started. It's good to see you smiling.
Thanks. You too. Yeah, all the time. I think the last time that we linked up was the last Awards. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, when we manifested you becoming mom's favorite, going back to the beginning.
And now I know I will.
Trophy, you're the bee's knees, ankles, and wrists, man. Have the very best evening ever.
Thanks so much. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for having me.
It was awesome. Thank you so much for getting your sister on FaceTime.
Thank you for being an excellent host, as always. I appreciate everything that you've done for me. All the positive people you brought into my life.
Oh, dude, we're just getting started. It's going to be a blast. To thank my supporters, Iron Asylum, located at 35165 KB Drive behind Save You More. You can find them on Instagram as well as Facebook. The gym is open 24 hours a day. Personally, I like going, well, kind of when I like going. All times a day. It's open 24 hours a day, so I go whenever I want. And when I do, I throw young Yeti Meister on my back and we take the long walk to nowhere. We also do some kettlebell stuff. We do some steel mace stuff. So if you're looking for a place to go work out, Iron Asylum is a place you can do that. Give Brandon a call at 907-953-4720 for more information. Next up, Red Run Cannabis Company, located on the Kenai Spur Highway. They are the growers of fine cannabis, the brewmeisters of 73 different types of hashade. They make canna caps, honey sticks, peanut butter, which by the way is bought farm direct. They carry flour and concentrates, including decarb oil and everyone's favorite, cartridges. Now, very cool, depending on when you can get in there. They do have very specific indica and sativa cartridges, so if you're looking for something to hit before you go to the gym or before you go to bed, they've got
got something for you. All right, Red Run is located on the Kenai Spur Highway. They also stock edibles from your favorite manufacturers of edibles, including Lady Grey and Creative Confections. They also carry Alaskan-made Frontier CBD. So be sure to ask your bud tender for any suggestions that they might have, and be sure to check out their website, redruncannabiscompany.com, for more information and weed maps for their current menu. Hashade and other Red Run products are available at finer dispensaries in the state of Alaska for the time being. All right, moving on, we've got Redemption MMA, located in Soldotna, next to Inkwell's Bookshop. If you are looking to choke somebody and buy a book, they are a place, well, you can't buy a book there, but you can go to Inkwell's and buy a book, but you can learn how to choke people there and then go next door and buy a book or a fine record afterwards. All right, the head coach is George Grossman, and right now we are preparing for the November 6th no-gi tournament. Now, my understanding is that this is a points tournament, not a submission-only tournament, so nonetheless, we have competition training Monday, Wednesday, some other time. Now, they have multiple classes throughout the day, including a kids program, and you get to train with a real bad man in George Grossman. And he's got purple belts, he's got blue belts, he's got all kinds of, you get to train with good people, right? You get to train with state champion wrestlers. You get to work on these things at Redemption. They've also got boxing. So there you go. If you learn to punch people in the face, they are a place where you can learn to punch people in the face and take people down. All right, last but not least, 5150 Vapes, located in Soldotna. Just a heads up, nicotine is addictive. All right, ladies, gents, and others, here's your cannabis warning.
As per 3AAC 306.360, Alaska Marijuana Control Board Cannabis Use Warning, A. Marijuana has intoxicating effects and may be habit-forming and addictive. B. Marijuana impairs concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under its influence. C. There are health risks associated with consumption of marijuana. D. For use by adults 21 and older, keep out of the reach of children. And E. Marijuana should not be used by women who are pregnant or breastfeeding. Marijuana impairs concentration, coordination, and judgment. Do not operate a vehicle or machinery under its influence. C. There are health risks associated with consumption of marijuana. D. For use by adults 21 and older, keep out of the reach of children. And E. Marijuana should not be used by women who are pregnant or breastfeeding.